Dear Taurus, you might think that you stumbled upon these words by chance, but let me assure you, your soul orchestrated this moment long before you even realized it. It's no coincidence that you're here right now. One chapter of your life has quietly closed, and another is poised to open, waiting for you to embrace it with your renowned steadfastness. Before we dive deeper into what's unfolding, I invite you to take a moment, breathe deeply, and allow your heart to soften, your senses to awaken, as if they have never been dulled by weariness. What's about to unfold is not merely a tale about someone or something that sought to diminish your security. It's a story about you, a soul that has endured in quiet strength for far too long. It's time to come home to your inherent worth and peace. Imagine for a moment, what if you truly listened to that call? My beloved Taurus, the burdens you've carried, the self-imposed responsibilities, or the relationships that once made you feel your value was overlooked. Now it's time for their release. No more anxieties about instability, no more shadows of lack lurking over you as you sleep. The moment you decide to release what no longer serves your foundation, your soul begins to awaken, taking its first deep breath after a long night of quiet perseverance. Just hold on a bit longer with your signature patience, and you'll understand how everything led you to this very moment. Have you ever felt as though an invisible weight was pressing down on you? An unsettling feeling you couldn't quite name, a subtle erosion of your peace, a recurring sense of unease, yet no one truly understood your experience? I'm here to tell you that you weren't imagining it. You were once bound by invisible threads of expectation and your own fears of instability, woven from your own and others' insecurities. And you know what? You did nothing wrong. You simply had too much grounded strength that caused unsettled souls to either lean on you heavily or try to shake your foundations. But they failed. Today, I'm not here to recount your struggles. I'm here to initiate a sacred ceremony with you, a ritual of returning to the true essence of your soul, back to the peace and inherent value you have always carried but once had to compromise or conceal. Stay with me, because shortly I'll guide you through a doorway where fear of change no longer resides, where you can stand firmly on your own ground, head high, and step into a new life, one that begins anew with self-love and intrinsic security. If you believe you are here not out of weakness, but because you were chosen to rebuild your life on a foundation of true worth, leave a whisper in the comments below. I am ready to walk through my door. By the end of this message, if you feel even a little lighter, more at peace, or simply understood, I invite you to return and share a dot, a feeling, or even pass this along to someone else who needs the light of grounded reassurance you just touched. Sweet Taurus, there are things you've endured silently throughout your life, quiet burdens, unanswered questions about your worth, and emotions buried deep beneath the surface of your calm, practical exterior. Others may see only the composed, steadfast facade of a Taurus, but they don't know the immense weight you've carried without once crying out. You've walked through crowded spaces, yet still felt the need for true sanctuary. You've lain in someone's arms and felt utterly disconnected. You've smiled to reassure others while inside, you longed for someone to ask, "Are you really okay? Do you need anything?" You don't commit halfway. When you commit, you invest your all, your time, your energy, your loyalty. When you trust, you give all of yourself, holding nothing back in your steadfastness. This makes you more vulnerable, than many other signs to being taken for granted. And sadly, the world isn't always gentle enough to cradle a heart as devoted and consistent as yours. You may have wondered, I live with integrity and work so hard, so why am I misunderstood or undervalued? I love so deeply and build so patiently. Why am I sometimes left feeling depleted? But remember this, a strong seed must first root deeply in darkness to bloom powerfully and bear fruit. Your heart is strengthening through every unseen challenge. Taurus, you are not just a symbol of earthly stability. You embody the enduring memory of creation itself, the soul where all true value converges. Because of this, you carry the deepest power of transformation through patient cultivation. You are the foundation that becomes the pinnacle, reigniting a sense of security in a world filled with noise. You represent sacred stillness in a society chasing fleeting trends. You don't just build empires of fleeting fame, you build foundations of lasting security and trust. You don't crave superficial admiration, you offer tangible comfort and unwavering support. If today you feel that no one understands you, remember this: you don't need to be fully understood, you need to be truly valued. And sometimes, the one who can value you most is you. Be the first person to show yourself gentle appreciation. Be the small candle illuminating your own sacred space instead of waiting for someone else to light you up. You once tried to please everyone, holding together structures and relationships that had long since become unstable. But dear one, you weren't born to carry the expectations of others at your own expense. You were born to be yourself, grounded, sensual, and profoundly real. Yet, to return to your true self, you sometimes must traverse a landscape of memories long buried, memories of quiet sacrifice. You are a soul that needs no display, yet you enrich the world with your steadfast presence. Right now, I don't need you to be strong in the old way. I invite you to breathe deeply. Breathe as if it's your first time truly allowing yourself to live without striving for external validation. Breathe as if you're placing a period at the end of what no longer belongs, and beginning a new chapter where you can show up fully without shame, without hiding your need for genuine comfort and security. Taurus, you've walked in the shadow of self-doubt for too long, forgetting that you once shined with intrinsic worth. But that light hasn't disappeared. It's simply waiting for you to remember. Imagine yourself in a quiet, beautiful room, placing your hand on your heart and asking, what am I truly living for? If the answer is peace, genuine love, and sincere connection, then you have not lost your way. Those values are now guiding you toward a light of self-acceptance you've never touched before. You may not fit in everywhere, but you will always belong where authenticity and integrity exist. If the space you occupy makes you shrink, give yourself permission to leave. There's no need to explain, no need to seek understanding from those unwilling to give it. The safety and peace of your soul matter more than anything. Now you will see why the universe has gently held back the things that are truly worthy of you. Have you ever forgiven someone who never apologized, simply to maintain your own peace? Have you ever continued to care for a place or situation that drained you, simply because you didn't want others to suffer or face upheaval? That's not weakness, that's profound kindness and steadfastness, and the world needs more hearts like yours now more than ever. Perhaps the universe has seen your steadfast kindness. If you've ever done that, then a spiritual gift, a tangible blessing, is now being prepared just for you. But the first person you need to forgive is yourself. Forgive yourself for staying too long in unappreciative situations. Forgive yourself for sacrificing too much of your own comfort. Forgive yourself for once believing you weren't worthy of the best. You are worthy of gentleness, of real love, of a home, both inner and outer, where you can exhale and smile without the need to hide. Taurus, you are a symbol of resilience, much like the earth that regenerates after a harsh winter, blooming anew. You too are learning to release what no longer nurtures your heart. One morning, you'll wake up feeling as light and refreshed as if a long-awaited wish has been granted. You are the one who soothes hardened hearts with your calm presence. You are the one who stands beside someone when they have nothing, offering your grounding energy that makes them feel human and secure again. That is a gift. That is power. And you don't need to do anything more to prove it. Today, if you do just one thing, let it be this. Write yourself a letter, not to blame, not to explain, but to reflect on your journey and say, I'm proud that I'm still here, standing strong. Taurus, you are being reborn, not because of someone else, but because of you. The forgiveness you've offered others, the compassion you've held for life, the steadfastness you've kept offering, it's all returning to you in the quietest, deepest way as a profound sense of inner peace and self-worth. If today you still feel not okay, that's perfectly fine. Healing is not a destination. It's a journey of rebuilding. Some days you'll feel a bit lighter, some nights your sleep will be easier, and one morning you'll wake up with a heart that feels a little less heavy and a spirit more rooted. Little by little, you are being reborn. If you wish, write something in the comments, a memory of resilience, a dream of peace, a feeling too tender to name, because what you share might become a beacon of strength for someone else lost in the same uncertainty you once navigated. Taurus, you are not alone, and you have never truly lost your light of inner value. That light is now coming home, not dazzling, not blinding, but warm, gentle, and sincere, just like you. The moment you allow yourself to touch that light again, to fully own your worth, is the moment you step into a new chapter of your journey, one that not everyone gets the chance to reach. Taurus, perhaps you haven't realized this yet, but the fact that you're still here, still listening, still feeling, is a quiet signal from the universe that you have passed a test of endurance and self-recognition without needing anyone to grade you. Not everyone retains a steady heart after enduring darkness. Not everyone continues to believe in love and stability after being deeply hurt. And not everyone possesses the courage to keep moving toward the light of self-acceptance while carrying nameless burdens within. But you, Taurus, you did. You don't need to stand on a stage to be seen. You don't need to shout to be recognized. The nature of true value is that it shines in the quietest ways, and the light inside you is beginning to speak, not to be noticed, but to awaken your soul and the souls around you with its peaceful resonance. Some blessings don't arrive in flashy packages. They come like a morning when you wake up and no longer feel heavy, like a deep breath that you don't have to force, like a small ray of sunlight breaking through the window just when you've lost faith in the world, illuminating the simple beauty around you. Dear Taurus, not all rewards come as money, fame, or new names beside you, but there is one kind of reward that, if you recognize it, will change your life forever. There's a reward called peace without reason. There's a reward called freedom from past insecurities. There's a reward called becoming yourself, without fear of rejection or loss of stability. The universe owes you nothing, but because you've given more than you've received in genuine appreciation, because you've kept your inner light of worthiness, even when everything around you tried to extinguish it, now you are stepping into a time when everything you once quietly planted will begin to grow. You may not see the results immediately, but I believe if you sit still for a moment, you'll feel it. New life, new security, quietly forming beneath the soil of your soul. Imagine your soul as a serene lake after a long storm. It is calming down, and when the surface is still enough, the moon begins to reflect. That moon, that clear reflection of your own true self, is the reward. It doesn't need to come. It only needs your stillness. It doesn't need demands. It only needs your faith in your own enduring nature. Taurus, the universe is returning to you what you once silently gave, but in a higher form. Not the same kind of dependent love, but a mature love, deep enough that it needs no proof, built on mutual respect. Not a fleeting opportunity, but a soul invitation to take you to the land where you truly belong, a place of comfort and genuine belonging. In that stillness, a truth is waiting for you to return to it. There's something you need to know. The most sacred reward doesn't come to make you happy in a superficial way. It comes to help you remember who you are, so you no longer measure yourself by what you've lost or lacked, but by the light of your inherent worth you've kept, even through the darkest nights. Astrology calls this the cycle of spiritual rebirth for Taurus, a grounding into your true value. When you've completed enough lessons of emotion, trust, and self-sacrifice, you begin to enter a stage of light convergence, a convergence of your inner truth with outer reality. This is the time when you no longer need to search anxiously. Everything that's right for your soul's stability will find you. And what's right might just be a soul you were once bonded with long ago, or a new connection that feels deeply familiar and safe. No more chasing, only walking slowly in presence and self-assurance. If you find yourself attracting new people, positive energies, and opportunities coming in strange, serendipitous ways, know that it's not luck. It's the law of resonance. When you heal on the inside, when you truly value yourself, everything outside begins to change to reflect you. If lately you have felt like the way is being cleared, when old things begin to fall away on their own, when relationships that once hurt you suddenly don't matter anymore, when you breathe deeply and no longer feel the need to explain your worth to anyone, then that's a sign you are stepping into a new field of energy, a field of abundance. You don't have to prove anything anymore. You don't have to hold on to what is past and no longer serves you. You don't have to please anyone at your own expense. You only need to live true to your soul's need for peace and authentic connection. Ask yourself, if I were not afraid of being rejected or losing security, what would I choose? If I were no longer bound by memories of lack, who would I become? If I believed I was inherently worthy, what would I allow into my life? Write it down. Don't hesitate, because those answers are signals you send to the universe. Taurus, have you ever wished that someone could understand your need for stability without needing an explanation? That there was a place you belonged, where you didn't have to shrink yourself to fit, where your deliberate pace was honored? That there was someone who could simply look at you and already know you were hiding your weariness behind your calm smile? All those if-only wishes are being rewritten into reality. Not in the way you expected, but in the way your heart truly needs. Because you deserve a life that needs no translation for its value, a love without walls of insecurity, a journey where every step is a coming home to your most authentic, peaceful self. Receive your reward in stillness. There's no need to rush, not with doubt, but with gratitude. Gratitude for not falling apart. Gratitude for still believing in goodness. Gratitude for keeping a kind and steadfast heart in a broken world. Dear Taurus, if you're still listening, I believe the reward has already begun to grow within you. Like a seed pushing through fertile earth, someone is thinking of you with sincerity in their eyes, appreciating your true nature. A door is preparing to open just as you've stopped clinging to the outcome, trusting in divine timing. A small miracle of comfort or beauty is forming in a place you're unaware of. And if something inside you is softly trembling with recognition, write it down. A short line, an affirmation, one thing you're grateful for today. Share it with the world, not for recognition, but so light and stability may multiply when they are given. Taurus, the reward is coming. And this time, you don't have to do anything but be your authentic self. Just be yourself. Just keep believing in your worth. Just be present with all the gentleness, strength, and courage you've held on to. But before you receive what you truly deserve, perhaps you need one last look back at all you've walked through. If you've ever lived through days where the world felt too unstable, even when no one physically chained you. If you've ever sat alone at night, unable to cry because your tears had run dry from too much quiet endurance. If you've ever walked away from someone or something, not because you stopped loving or caring, but because you didn't want to forget yourself, your own needs, again, then please let me say this from the heart of someone who once lived as you did. Not one of your tears was wasted. Not one tremble in your steadfast heart was meaningless. Every time you chose forgiveness or patient understanding, instead of revenge, every time you remained silent and composed instead of shouting, you planted light quietly into the universe. I don't believe in empty promises. I believe in souls like yours, steadfast among the ruins. I believe in the light of your inner worth, even if it has been denied or overlooked too many times. I believe that the universe doesn't side with the loudest voices, but with the hearts most loyal to their true, peaceful nature. You may have walked silently through rooms where no one looked up, no one asked if you were tired or needed comfort, but you stayed, you poured tea, you listened, you opened your heart, even though it had too many cracks from past disappointments. What makes you extraordinary is not that you never fell, but that you got back up, rebuilt, without hurting anyone else. More than ever, Taurus, you've lived in quiet endurance long enough. You've played the understanding, reliable one for so long that you forgot you too need to be understood and cherished. Now is the time for the universe to begin whispering to you, not with sound, but through strange synchronicities that bring comfort and validation. An unexpected call, bringing good news, a payment arriving just in time, a gentler look from a stranger, an unexpected gift of beauty. This isn't luck. This is a response. The universe is returning the fragments of light, peace, and value you once quietly gave away or were denied. And if you wonder why, I want you to know this. You weren't chosen because you were stronger in a forceful way. You were chosen because among the souls that touch the dark, you were one of the few who never let it change your fundamentally kind and steady heart. You may have thought, maybe I wasn't good enough, so that thing didn't stay. But the truth is, some things leave not because you lack worth, but because you're being prepared for what truly fits your soul's desire for genuine peace and lasting value. The relationships that hurt you came to show you the fractures you need to embrace and heal within yourself, the boundaries you need to build. The missed opportunities came to teach you that you deserve greater things that honor your true worth. Taurus, you don't need to shrink yourself to keep a broken love or an unfulfilling situation. You are the ocean, vast and deep in your capacity for love and loyalty, and the ocean never has to apologize for its vastness or its need for its own rhythm. Today, if you still feel an empty corner in your heart, I want you to place your hand on your heart and whisper, "I deserve to be loved without having to trade my peace. I deserve to be chosen for who I am, even if I'm not the loudest choice. I deserve to exist in this life simply because I am me, and my worth is inherent. You have sacrificed enough. You have understood enough. You have silently endured enough. And now, you no longer need to prove anything. The planets are moving. Saturn, the planet of karma and structure, has moved or is moving away from a place that blocked your path to true self-worth. Venus, your ruling planet, is aligning to bring beauty, value, and harmonious connections back into your life. Neptune, the planet of the soul and hidden truths, may now be turning back to protect and inspire your deepest dreams of peace. Everything is being rearranged, not merely to reward you, but to return what always belonged to you, but which you once had to release or forego in order to grow. Dear Taurus, love will return, but this time it no longer comes to test your endurance. It comes to heal you and build with you. Work will open up, but not because you push yourself to be better than anyone else in a competitive sense, but because you are now strong enough to choose where you truly belong, where your contributions are valued. The light, the real light of inner peace and self-acceptance will return, but not with applause. It will come through peaceful sleep, through a soft whisper in the wind carrying a scent you love, through a stranger looking at you and smiling as if they've been waiting for you for a very long time, recognizing your gentle soul. Taurus, a karmic reward, is approaching. Not dazzling, not noisy, but as gentle and solid as the first breath of a soul, just reborn into its own inherent value. If you want to do something right now, write down something you thought you had lost, perhaps a sense of security, a cherished dream, or a quality within yourself, and whisper to the universe, "If this belongs to me, please let it return or manifest in the right way and at the right time." Trust that the universe is listening, and it knows the desires that dwell deep within your steadfast heart. This is a moment of surrender, a moment to release your grip on what you think you need, and allow space for what is meant for you to flow in. As you write, visualize that lost piece of your soul, whether it's a dream, a relationship built on true respect, or a feeling of profound peace returning to you. Picture it coming back not as a burden, but as a gentle gift, wrapping around you like a warm, comforting embrace. You deserve to reclaim all that was taken from you or that you felt you had to give up, and this is the moment to affirm that you are worthy of receiving it. Remember, Taurus, the journey of healing is not just about what you've endured, it's also about what you are becoming. Each step forward is a testament to your strength, resilience, and unwavering spirit. You've walked through storms and emerged with a heart that still beats with kindness and a desire for beauty. That is your superpower. As you continue on this path, Be mindful of the signs the universe sends your way. They may come in the form of synchronicities, unexpected encounters bringing comfort, or moments of clarity that illuminate your path toward greater peace and fulfillment. Stay open to receiving these messages, for they are guiding you toward your true self and the life of serene abundance that awaits you. If you ever find yourself doubting, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. You are not the same person you were yesterday, last week, or even last year. Each experience has shaped you, each lesson has taught you, and every moment has brought you closer to the light of your own intrinsic value. You were always meant to shine. So, dear Taurus, embrace this journey of rebirth into your most authentic and valued self. Allow yourself to feel the emotions that arise, whether they are joy, sadness, or even nostalgia for simpler times. Each feeling is valid and part of your healing process. Don't shy away from them. Instead, let them wash over you like gentle waves, cleansing your spirit and leaving you renewed and more deeply rooted. As you move forward, remember that you are not alone. The universe is your ally, supporting you as you navigate this new chapter of building a life based on true worth. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who see your light and encourage you to shine brighter, who appreciate your quiet strength. Seek out those who resonate with your energy and let go of any relationships that no longer serve your highest good or make you feel diminished. In this space of growth, you will attract what aligns with your true essence. New opportunities for comfort, beauty, and security will arise, and doors will open that you never thought possible. Trust in your intuition, for it will guide you to where you need to be, to what feels genuinely right and nourishing. Listen to that inner voice that speaks softly but firmly, reminding you of your worth and the beauty that lies ahead. As you continue to write your story, remember that each chapter is filled with potential. You are the author of your own life, and the narrative is yours to shape with patience and care. Don't be afraid to dream big, grounded dreams, and pursue the passions that ignite your spirit and bring you a sense of profound satisfaction. Allow yourself the freedom to explore new avenues of comfort and creativity, to take calculated risks, and to embrace the unknown with your inherent poise. The universe is ready to reward you for your patience and perseverance. It's time to step into the light of your true self and embrace all that you have to offer. You are a beacon of hope, love, compassion, and steadfastness, and the world needs your unique gifts of creating beauty and stability now more than ever. So, dear Taurus, as you move forward, carry this affirmation with you. I am worthy of love, joy, peace, and all of the blessings of abundance that are coming my way. Let this mantra be your guiding star, illuminating your path as you embrace the rich, fulfilling life that awaits you. And when the rewards start to flow in, don't forget to express gratitude. Acknowledge the small miracles of daily comfort and the big blessings alike. Gratitude is a powerful force that amplifies your connection to the universe and attracts even more positivity, beauty, and security into your life. In closing, remember that this journey is just beginning. You are not defined by your past, but by the strength, resilience, and gentle light you carry within. Embrace your authenticity, honor your journey of building and cherishing, and know that the universe is conspiring in your favor to bring you lasting peace and fulfillment. Stay open, stay hopeful, stay grounded, and watch as the magic unfolds before you. Your karmic reward is on its way, and it's more beautiful, stable, and comforting than you can imagine.